Rachel is convinced that Belarusian vlogger's already dead. I say that he'll not be dead.
I'll be surprised if he's not, but
he'll not be dead, and
I don't believe that interview. That
he
was
won't be
staged.
executed either.
That guy's a type, but that guy's obviously a bit worried to put out a video like that, isn't he? Which
You've
is good
backtracked from saying that you're totally sure he's dead.
I'm sure he is.
To saying you're not even sure that he will be killed later on.
Yeah, I think they'll kill him, whether now or later.
And what I say is...
that video's fake.
He is... in some ways, this could be the best outcome for that vlogger, because he's got the international eye watching him. Had he not got on that plane, who knows what those KGB operatives following would have done. So, you know, the fact that he's actually got Europe and
America,
to some degree America, watching events unfold, he may actually be safer than you think.
I really pray so. I really do. He's just a young lad, you know, saying, because it was rigged.
What was rigged?
The
election,
yeah.
Of course.
And it's rigged as well, that interview. You can see by the way he's holding his
hands.
Oh,
in dictatorships, forced confessions.
Yeah, he said he was confessing.
Are very common. They've even done it to...
They do it in China all the time.
Yeah, they've done it to Westerners in China, you know.
Look what they've done to that doctor who was telling the world about... thing. They made him sign a thing.
Hey, they made me sign a confession when I turned up in Monkey's hometown without my passport.
You have to fight these bastards.
Shane had to write a confession when I forget what he did. It's something minor.
I'd write it
standard practice.
I'd say I only write in French, and then I'd write in French. Fuck off, you bastards.
Yeah, well, then what happens when you get detained?
They wouldn't detain me. I'd be gone. I wouldn't be in a country like that anyway. They don't deserve people.
Exactly, that's your best bet. But what do you do when suddenly the Chinese are knocking on your door?
If you're in China,
well,
you have to do as you're told.
Yeah, but they intend to have... They're turning the world into their backyard.
What the Chinese people don't understand, and this is the people, not the government, right, is they have rights to flee China because they live in an undemocratic country, and they are refugees. They can leave China and go to any country in the world, any Chinese person. They have the right under international law. If all the other countries have signed this, right, that are democratic, any person living within a dictatorship or communist country has, if they can leave...
Russia and China both have the ability to intimidate and threaten Chinese or former Chinese nationals. They never see them as being un-Chinese, living on our soil or American soil. They can do that.
Bullshit. Look at Hong Kong. Do you know we've got over 1 million Hong Kongers now in this country? Over 1 million have come.
No, they haven't.
They have.
Rachel, I checked. Well, I checked yesterday.
I watched a programme about them coming here and them suffering with depression because
Where did you get that figure of 1 million?
I watched it on the telly.
Rachel, you make shit up.
Well,
you really do.
Maybe 1,000 then. I might have added a few noughts. But there's still a lot of them.
Why do you make shit up?
I read 1 million on a fucking Daily Mail website. That's why. Probably
you read about the theoretical maximum.
Anyway, they have come here, haven't they?
Oh, actually a very small number so far.
Well, no, I think it's a big number. I've read a few times, James. It is a bigger number than what you think.
No, I've been keeping an eye on it. I don't think we have solid figures yet, but so far it's not.
We're not intimidated. China threatened us, didn't they? They said if you take our people, we're going to do this and that.
But they don't care about a trickle of people who are not very productive anyway. They care about losing economic assets, you know. In other words, people that are high net worth but also have skills, high skilled,
or 1 million that will turn up.
Sorry?
I did read 1 million, James. Either 1 million will turn up or 1 million are here.
No. China would stop that. They would simply move in and they've already brought a law in to make it difficult.
Yeah, we went over that. We just said you don't need a passport. Just we'll give you a visa.
Yeah, but that's just one step. They can take another step to make it impossible for HK citizens to leave the country if they so desire. They will be monitoring it closely to see how many are fleeing. If it gets to the stage where it's harming the economic interests of Hong Kong, then China will stop it, and we won't be able to do a thing about it.
Well, they had the chance to come, didn't they? We made the offer. We didn't care what China said. We stood up to them, and we continued to make that offer.
The sensible ones. Well, the way that lots of them will be looking at it, they'll be thinking, right, what do I care more about?
This fight.
My financial well-being, which is a type of security, or do I care about my liberty, my freedom? Because coming here, they know that in many ways we, are the standard of living is not as good here in some respects. Or the future prospects are not necessarily as good here as they might be in Hong Kong. Because of...
Under Chinese rule?
Look,
God,
the thing about China is...
I know what you're saying. If I was one of them, I'd stay.
To speak in China's favour, a lot of people don't understand China. It's not like they deliberately want to make everybody miserable. It's just that in their system, they are prepared to sacrifice the individual for the benefit of the whole. This is something a lot of Westerners don't understand. So they have a different way of going about doing things, and they think their system is better.